So today we're checking out some new knives for the first time, starting it off with this WEPE knife, which is a new company. And well, the designer, I've had tons of his designs on the channel. I'm pretty sure he's the owner of the company. I'm not 100% sure, but that would be David Chen. David Chen does have some awesome designs out there. Like I said, I've had many of them on, and I gotta say, this thing's actually pretty good. It's the action's amazing. The detent and flipper tab. The flipper tab's nice and comfortable, well jimped, lots of tension on that detent. Man, that is a perfect snap. And you know, when a company gets that down, because you know, when I started in this, like in the community, the way you could tell like if it was a good detent was you use your non-dominant hand, and if you could flip it with a non-dominant hand, that meant it was good. Now, like, we accept nothing but the best, right? Because so many companies like these guys, you know, are able to tune it so good. It's like, what's all the other companies' excuses? So, yeah, man, that's a great opening. And then access to the lock bar is good. It is very smooth on the drop, as you can see. It's an absolute guillotine. Let's give it just a little taparoo. Not too bad. Lockup is rock solid. The clip is inset, but it does not have flat screws, so it has the button screws. Don't like the button screws. It's not reversible. The G10 handle is very grippy in a good way. The blade steel is D2, and these are available right now on the WEPE knife site. I forget the price, but you guys can go check it out. I don't have a link yet. I think I'm going to try to set up a link for these guys, but because I do know that they have a lot of other stuff coming in the future that they were talking to me about. Anyways, the one complaint I have on this, because I have one, and that is the detent on the close. It is very late. So the problem is they also put a detent ramp. So I wish they wouldn't have put a detent ramp, because in order to get past the detent ramp, it goes to right there. So you have to hold really low on the lock bar to get past it. Now, you can do it, but you see how low I have to hold to do it? Now, if I hold it right here in the middle, I'm going to hit it. And yes, since they have the ramp, I can easily swing past it. It's just a little hiccup. See, like right there, see how it's like bouncing? I can easily push past it. So, is it like a big deal? Like, it's not going to stop you in any way functionally. And you'll also easily get used to it and, you know, adjust accordingly. The geometry is really good. Sharpening tool plunge grind is really good. Blade shape's amazing. Ergonomics are good. I feel the clip, but not that big of a deal. It's definitely a worker. This is it's a large knife, and it's definitely a knife that could be very, very capable. Let's check out the next one. The next one is another RACCOON. I think this one's my favorite one yet. It has aluminum handles. I thought, to be honest, when I first opened it up, I thought it was a large version. It's not. It's the same size as the regular one, but it for some reason, this one feels longer. Look at this handle though, man. These are aluminum. It has this beautiful micro milling that offers nice texturing while it's still nice and soft in the hand and nice and smooth. It's not slick. And there's this coating over it, the entire thing. Personally, I think it looks good. But it has, somewhat of a powdery, not powdery. It's not like the powdery, I guess it might be to some people. To me, it's great. But anyways, some people don't like the powdery feeling of aluminum, but it's not quite like that. But it does have a hint of it. I personally don't mind it, and it does offer, like I said, good traction in the hand. The blade is a Nitro V drop point blade, great geometry, good sharpening tool and plunge grind. It's robust enough to be a tough knife, but slicey enough to be a slicer. The locking mechanism is a crossbar lock, and usually crossbar locks are pretty solid, and this one is not failing right off the bat. But they're usually strong locking systems. I have heard of a few people saying that they had some that failed. I haven't, but I'm going to start checking them more often to see if I can find one, because I have yet to have, oh wait, no, I did actually have one. I had that KATSU thing, but that's kind of different because that was a sickle. and a sickle on a crossbar lock. And the way that thing was designed, it was designed so all the pressure goes towards the lock. Anyways, like I said, good geometry, great knife. I've always loved the Raccoon since it first came out. Nice and fidgety. This is a great work knife. This is a great tool. Just a great pocket knife all around. Deep carry clip that's flat with flat screws and inset and reversible. Love to see that. The only negative I got is T6s. T6s, I'd rather them be T8s. Other than that, though, man, this thing is solid. I didn't even check the lockup. Oh yeah, rock solid. Yeah, the VOSTEED Raccoon. You can't go wrong with that one. Next is the MATSEY LYNX. Now this is up for pre-order. I have shown this on the channel, but now the pre-order is open, and there's a lot of different versions to choose from. So I'll put some pictures up on the screen for you to look at. M390 dual ground blade, but this is an interesting dual grind. You don't usually see dual grinds like this. Look at this. So it looks like it would be a regular grind, but then you can see that where the hollow starts. I think this is still a hollow though, because it is so thin. Like, it's not like it gets thick. Maybe it's a flat, but man, the transition, you can't even feel it. Like when I rub like this with most dual grinds, I can feel the dual grind. I can't feel this one. I can see it, but I can't feel it. It feels like the same thickness all the way up. That's awesome. So, you know, you're not gonna, it's still gonna be very slicey up there at the tip. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, the titanium handle, very well done. Oh yeah, and for the $335 or whatever the price is, $337, I don't think that's a bad price for this, because there's two designers behind it. It's a pre-order knife. So being that there's two really good designers, KOMBOU and MATSEY, man, that to me, that's fine. I love the pivot. Pivot looks solid. Titanium milled pocket clip works good, works well. You can see the honeycomb pattern on both sides. TA hardware that is titanium. The access to the lock bar is nice and comfortable. The flipper tab's super minimal. You would not expect it to work as good as it does, but it works great. You just light switch it. I do feel myself dragging past these little nubs right there, but it doesn't bother me. The reverse flick's phenomenal. Thumb flick is good. Ergonomics are good. This is a good one. This is an all-around good knife. You know, my little nitpicks would just be sharp control and plunge grind. You can see the plunge grind ends right by the edge. I'd want to clean that up. It looks like you'd get a couple sharpenings before it does anything because it's a deep hollow. So, but I just wish there was a little bit more meat on the bones. I wish we had a little bit of life to sharpen off if we wanted to. And then other than that, I can't really think of anything else, you know, like that's actually bad on it or that I don't like. It's a solid knife. Let's check the lockup. Lockup's good. I don't think I need to beat it any more than that. Yeah, super solid, nice sound to it, nice acoustics. And yeah, the pre-order is open on that, so you guys can check that out. To find the pre-order, just look up MATSEY LYNX. Next is from Going Gear EDC Club, and this is a really, really good package. They did a good job on this one. Now, if you don't know what Going Gear EDC Club is, it's a monthly subscription where you can basically pick what tier you want, and depending on how much you spend per month, depends on how many items you get and, you know, how big your package is per month. And every month you get, you know, it's a monthly subscription. So you get a package every month of random outdoor gear, camping gear, hunting, fishing, knives, all different types of stuff. It's really awesome. Some of the things you might or might not have known you would need, and it's just really cool stuff. So the first item we're going to check out is a little EDC pouch. Now, I love these things. I personalize them. I make them specific for something. So basically, like, I might do a whole one with medical kit or an electronics kit or maybe a sharpening pouch or a fishing pouch. Something to where it's, you know, if I need these things, I know right where they're at because they're in that one pouch, and you can take it and you can transport it from one backpack to another or from one vehicle to another or however you want. This is built pretty tough, hence tough built gear. I can feel that it's very solid. It has a lot of little pouches and, you know, places to put things. However, it did come with one issue, and that is they accidentally sewed the the zipper pull into the fabric. So I'll have to just cut that off and then put a new zipper pull on the zipper. Not a big deal. I'll just cut it off on both sides, take it off. But, you know, it's just a thing. I doubt everybody's will come that way, but mine sure did. I still love it. I don't really care about that. Like I said, these things are, you know, you kind of just throw them in your backpack, throw them in your truck, but they're very useful when you need that gear. It does have a little front pouch, and, you know, it has a way for you to strap it, carry it, you know, but really cool. Now the next thing is the Otako utility knife from O Knife, and it's just a little utility blade. I got it locked actually. It's got a steel side and then a G10 side, and it's just a little utility knife with a bottle opener, a little mini pry bar, a hex head, you know, and you can use this for scraping, maybe even like a little flathead, and you know, that's it. It's just a little utility blade that you can, you know, strap to something, or, you know, carry around, or leave somewhere where you might need a bottle opener and a utility knife. You know, it's nice and grippy, and, you know, you can basically save your edge on your knife by using something like this when you're going to cut something that's ridiculous or on the surface of something ridiculous like concrete or ceramic or something like that, aluminum. Now this next thing is the Woobin E62, and I actually really like this thing. This thing's pretty damn cool. So it's an aluminum body, and it has a glass breaker or pressure point area if you want to use it for self-defense, but you know, it's a glass breaker. Titanium mill pocket clip. You have a little spot for tritium. Now it also has a flashlight that goes up to 130 lumens from low light all the way up to high, and then you can also turn on red and blue flashing lights, you know, for like a warning signal or, you know, something like that. Maybe you're broke down or whatever. It is rechargeable. It comes with, you know, all the charging ports and everything on the inside of here. Then it also has a little blade on it. Now this blade is only a double detent blade, but you know, it's pretty cool. You know, it's obviously a replaceable blade. It comes very sharp. You know, you can use it for opening things up. And, you know, it's, like I said, just a little double detent slip joint. The titanium mill pocket clip looks cool. It's an aluminum body. I'm sure it comes in different colors. I'm not sure. It probably comes in different colors, but yeah, it's just a cool little gizmo that you can carry around in your pocket, leave in your truck, leave in your vehicle. It's probably best to probably have in your vehicle because it has that glass breaker, you know, and the flashlight and everything, but it's definitely something that'll come in handy if you actually needed something like this. So all of that stuff was the standard box. We're going to go up to the premium box, but that was all the standard stuff, so you can see how much everything costs. Well, it was 60 bucks for this whole package, and you know, one thing was $17, $27, and $50, so you're definitely saving some money here. Now the next thing is for the premium tier, so you would have gotten everything you just seen plus this guy, which this thing is really damn awesome. We have, I love this knife, by the way. This is the titanium KIZER Sheepdog S35 VN blade. Phenomenal action. If you guys watch the channel, you know this is a knife that I absolutely love. One of my favorite all-time KIZERs, and these things are over 200 bucks. So for the premium package, it'll be a $200 package. $200, you get basically the $200 plus knife, $204 knife, plus all this gear that you just seen. So titanium frame lock that's contoured, and the sides are melted. Like, it is so soft. It's one reason why I absolutely love this thing, because it is just absolutely as comfortable as you can get a knife. The disengagement to unlock it is about the most comfortable you could get for a disengagement, which to me makes a knife feel very high end. You can see it's drop shutty. This thing's fresh out of the box. Look at that. Imagine after a week of flipping. This thing has a perfect detent. You do have the fuller, but it's not very sharp, but you can use it. The hole works great. You got a choke up spot right there. The blade is nice and slicey. Yeah, man, this thing is just, and you can also use it left-handed because the clip is nice and big, so you can put your finger right on it. You know, not that it has a reversible clip, but it's really cool. T8 hardware all the way around. I think, no, the clip has T6s, sorry. But all in all, man, this is an absolute winner to me. This whole box right here, this is what it's about. This is how the boxes should come. I think this was a great value box, and yeah, I'm very happy to show it to you guys. Everything will be linked down in the description, so definitely check out Going Gear. They do have other, you know, packages and other things you can subscribe to. Like I said, everything will be linked down in the description. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.